Now that we have 13,000 tinglelings, we of course need to celebrate with our celebration cake. But this time, instead of just me talking to you, you are going to get to be me in our cake ordering roleplay. I'll see you there. Welcome to Tingledom. So, let me guess. Got another celebration cake to make? What are we celebrating this time? 13,000 subscribers. Well done. Congratulations. You're working out so hard. How is Jailbrookie? Oh, that poor baby. So did you know? Did you ever figure out why he was sleeping in the sink rather than in his bed? Oh. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, you know. They're very, very sensitive to smell, yeah. Yeah, so the blankets being gone and then coming back with a different smell. But he's back in his bed now? Yes, he loves you. He loves you, so that was smart. Yeah, get your smell onto the quilt and I'm sure he would just wrap himself in it all day long. And how's your love? Yeah. Oh, that's good. And he's been reading. That's good. I'm sure I'll get there. So, what are you thinking for this celebration cake? Well, let's see. Flavor-wise, so I know you don't generally want too big of a cake. Yeah, lots of cake hanging around can be problematic for many people. So, let's see. That's why I pulled this one. I could do a little 3-tier cake. It's almost cupcake sized. I also, just the other week, did a cake that was a 3-tier cake. A little bit bigger than this, so maybe about 1.5 times the size of this. So just a little bit, maybe not much taller, but a bit more girthy. So we could do something like that, or we could do a 2-layer cake, these mini sizes. Could do a shaped cake. Probably more important to you is what flavor are we gonna do, I know. So we did chocolate and chocolate last time. I know you wanted to do different each time, right? Okay. So no chocolate and chocolate this time. But do you still want chocolate on the inside? That's always the question, isn't it? It is so delicious, so it's always a good option. Oh, yes, this is I did a rainbow cake the other day. They were celebrating first job out of university, nursing placement. So they wanted a nice little white cake with rainbow flowers, so that's where that icing comes from. It's a cream cheese icing, and that one I did that chocolate cake. I know chocolate's a great option, but yeah, I mean, to be honest, so we could do a lemon cake. We could even make it lemon poppy seed. Could do a carrot chocolate cake, nice and moist, get spicy. If you're on the spice idea, we could do a pumpkin spice cake. Doesn't matter that we're not at all near, November and the typical pumpkin spice time. Irrelevant. Oh yeah, that's a thought. So, what, 13,000? Could do something on the theme of 13. Could almost make it a Halloween style cake. Yeah, I mean, purple and black can be a little daunting, and you just got your teeth whitened. Yeah, maybe a bit too much color if you are trying to protect your teeth. Anyway, so let's go back to flavors. I mean, obviously, traditional vanilla. Have you considered a cheesecake? Could do a cheesecake. Could also do a little cupcake pull apart. Well, for yours, I guess it would be a mini one, but if you wanted to do like 3 or 4 cupcakes, and we put the design on top, and then as you pull the cupcakes out, kind of getting away from flavor, that we could do chocolate mint. I mean, it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself of something other than chocolate when what you really want is chocolate. So we just have to decide what sort of chocolate do you want. So we could go chocolate mint, chocolate peanut butter. I could go more of a black forest style, so the cherry and that really dark chocolate. Now we could even stretch it and do a chocolate mud cake. I know, being in Australia, you know all about mud cake. Nice and dense, and it could just have a simple chocolate ganache topping. Well, I mean, seriously, there's so many different ways to style and flavor a chocolate cake. You could eat how many chocolate cakes and still never repeat. I thought that might appeal to you. So do you like... So let's decide. I'm going to go with the 3-tier. And do you want this size or a little bit bigger? It's actually a little bit easier to ice that way. Oop. Okay. So we'll have our 3 layers. And now with a large 3-tier cake, don't get much option. You pretty much need it to be a nice dense cake to be able to hold the higher layers. But with one this small, we could do a little bit more of an airy cake. You like the dense, okay. So we're going to go with a dense chocolate cake. And do we want just the same interior on all 3? Not going for anything? Yeah, well, you're probably going to get a bit of each bite, so we could actually work on a combination. Oh, I mean, chocolate and vanilla cake obviously go together nicely. Chocolate and banana cake, if that's your thing as well. It's almost like a banana split or chocolate covered banana type effect. Just classic. Okay, fair enough. So, have that on the inside. Most important part. And are you thinking peanut butter? We could even do different than your last one, like a Nutella buttercream. Yeah, it still would be fairly really, brown and brown, which I know doesn't look significantly different from your last one. Maybe mint? Okay. So we go mint, mint frosting. Well, maybe mint and chocolate. So we could do kind of a, dark chocolate on the sides here. Oh, yeah, we'll just take. Do we want a repeating pattern? So something where it's kind of cohesive and each. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Okay. So, if we go, I'm just going to pull out one. That's almost probably life size. But so, I was thinking, so you could go on this tier. We could do a nice dark chocolate, just nice frosting there. And then you could do a, well, I don't know if you know your caking tips, but anyway, something like that one, but obviously much smaller. Yeah, it's the star tip. Okay, so we could do something like that, and you could do them in these kind of wavy patterns, or we could do it in a more, this sort of pattern. Well, I mean, to show you what my idea is for the cake, so you'd have this, I would imagine this in dark chocolate, and then kind of this waving here in mint. So this would be mint, this dark chocolate, and then maybe, on the top have a little bouquet of fresh mint. I know, it doesn't look like anything. Okay, I'll show you on here. So we'd have basically a little mint layer, little mint layer, little mint layer, and so the rest of these would be all dark from chocolate, so you'd still get that chocolatey flavor that I know you love. And then get our mint. You like it? Okay. Well, you know you want to be celebrating ASAP. Just for future, it may be nice if perhaps when you hit maybe, 20 or 30 before, that we could get together and plan the celebration cake, because these rush jobs just have to get them done so quickly. Doesn't give a lot of time for all the cooling of layers that needs to be done. But, I mean, you are the client, so I'll make it happen for you. And of course, you are very dear to me, so. But if you ever can give me more time, I would love that. Yeah, so hopefully I can get it done by the end of the day, so that tonight you can be celebrating with your mini 3-tier mint chocolate cake. Okay, well, I did have to work all day, but your celebration cake is all together. So what we have here, we have 3 layers of a nice, dense, and moist chocolate cake. It's actually got a hint of coffee in there, which really accents and brings out that chocolate flavor. Very yummy. Then we have this chocolate ganache frosting. It is made with real chocolate, as is the cake. There's this frosting. It's all 100% real chocolate. And you can see it's just smooth and dark and gorgeous, and it is delicious to boot. To bring our mint to life, we have our mint buttercream colored with green food coloring. It is minty and buttery, genuine butter, of course, and real whipped cream in there. It's delicious. And then you can see on top, we have our bouquet of mint leaves. I hope that this is a worthy celebration for you of such a wonderful milestone of reaching 13,000 wonderful people with your YouTube channel. I'm so proud of you. Yes, so shall we cut this open and look inside? I thought you might say that. Down a little bit, didn't it? Our cake layers have been pushed in. Set our piece off to the side here. See, we have our 3 layers of chocolate cake.